I'm going to make a video I've never made before. I'm going to try and explain some concepts regarding the metronome and beats per minute. This video is being made to basically follow in the heels of some tutorials that John Bolding, Banjo-phobic, made on Banjo Hangout. He's made some really excellent tutorials on how to use a metronome. So I'm going to basically apply those ideas to basically try and answer a couple of questions about beats per minute and how many beats the banjo is playing. I'm going to use a basic, and I would also ask that you, even though I'm introducing some basic concepts, that you just follow me from beginning to end in this video, because I'm going to be building upon those ideas, and I just need to make sure that we're in agreement. I'm going to be using a chord metronome. I'm setting it to 60 beats per minute simply because that's 1 beat per second. It's easy to follow. And I'm setting it at 4/4 time. So let's first start with the definition of a time signature, 4/4. What does that mean? The bottom number means what type of note gets the beat. And in 4/4, also called common time, the bottom number is 4, so a quarter note, 1/4, 1/4 note gets the beat. The top number, 4, answers the question, how many beats per measure? Well, it's 4, so there's 4 1/4 notes per measure. So you can set the metronome for that. I've set it at 60 beats per minute, and I've set it for 4/4 time. And you can hear that one beat gets a higher pitch, and that's the downbeat of 1, so here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So there you go. That's 4/4 time. So the beat, to click as slow as it is, and bear with me, we'll speed it up, is what gets the beat. So 1/4 note. So let's now talk about types of notes. A whole note, you got different types of notes, beginning with a whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note, and 16th note. And each of those notes subdivides the unit of one measure of the whole note into smaller pieces. So a whole note, by definition, is whatever the time signature tells you it is. So in 4/4, a whole note would be 4 beats. So here's a whole note, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a whole note. Here's a half note, which is subdividing that in 2. So you'll have, so each half note will be, instead of 4 beats, it will be 2 beats. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Half note. Quarter note is taking the whole note and dividing it into 4 units. So since we're in 4/4 time and the beat hits a quarter note, now we're talking that each quarter note hits a beat. So that's a lot of words to explain something simple. So here you go. These are quarter notes. Each note is getting the beat. Now to play eighth notes, you're again just subdividing it in 2. So now each quarter note gets, each quarter beat, gets 2 notes. These are eighth notes, 2 notes per quarter note. Now the 16th note is again taking that and dividing it again by 2. In 4/4 time, you do the math. A quarter note, 16th notes, 4 per beat. 4 and 4 is 16. So 4 notes per pulse. Beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So those are 16th notes. The next thing I'd like to try is taking the idea of the different types of notes I just explained, whole note, half, quarter, eighth, and 16th, and apply them to a banjo roll we're all familiar with. I'll just use a simple thumb alternating roll. Here you go. So I'll try that roll with each different type of note applied to the roll, using 60 beats per minute in 4/4 time. First starting with whole notes. 3, 4. That would take forever to play a banjo tune, wouldn't it? Each note is getting 4 beats, so that's whole notes. Now I'll play the same roll using half notes, which means that each note gets 2 beats instead of 4. 2, 3, 4. Each note 2 beats, half notes. Now I'm going to play the same roll using quarter notes. Now each note I play gets 1 beat. We're in 4/4 time. 2, 3, 4. That's quarter notes. Now I'm going to go to eighth notes, which is, since we're in 4/4 time, now it's 2 notes per beat instead of 2 beats per note, which is a half note terminology. Here's the eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll a little bit. Now I'm going to do 16th notes, taking each beat and putting 4 notes to each beat. 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my banjo's overpowering this, so anyway, but you get the idea. It's 4 notes per beat. Okay, now the journey starts getting interesting. Basically, to recap real quickly, what I just went through in the first half of this video was describing the concept of common time and 4/4 time, and then how to set that on a metronome. Then I walked you through each type of note, whole note, half note, and so forth, with the metronome. And then I walked you through a banjo roll the same way. So what I'm going to do now is take a series of rolls with chord changes, again at 60 beats per minute, and then ramp up the speed. The chord rolls I'm going to do is just basically work with that. So starting at 60 beats per minute, 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, as you can hear, I'm fluctuating a little bit, but in any event, you can hear 4 notes per pulse at 60. I'm going to ramp this up to 80 beats per minute. That's 80. 4/4 time. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to ramp it up to 100 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can hear, that's 4 notes per beat. We're in 4/4 time. Now, the next segment is where it really gets interesting for the banjo players who may not understand beats per minute and what the banjo's doing, or have some confusion with 8th and 16th and all that stuff. So stay tuned.